Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. I'm gonna ring some bells here. They may be a little loud. If you're sensitive, you may want to turn your volume down. If it resonates, feel free to like or comment. If not, don't make it fit. I did notice my candle was like really, it was very weak, if you will. It started to grow a little bit more then, but it's very, feels like it's on its last leg. There's a lot of fuel there though. So anyway, I'll connect here. We'll see what comes through. I started to see a smiley face, but there was like a black dot like down here uh, under its eye, almost like it was crying, but it wasn't consistent. Went back to I'm traveling now, uh, digging a hole in the sand and trying to get to water, but and that water had an emotional tone, but we just don't have the energy to get the whole way. But to be honest, if you're digging a hole at the beach in the sand, you don't have to dig very deep. Like it's there, but now there is individuals crying. It is uh, going off that aspect of the emotion. It's giving like trying to figure out what the hell I'm feeling. Like why am I feeling this way? And I'm just so frustrated. I just can't get it. We can also look at this like a message and thinking there's something inside of us that's holding us back from making progress. Maybe we're in a very stagnant place and we're just so fucking irritated and annoyed. And it's like, can't you just tell me what it is? And like we're trying to figure out what it is. What's that we're still hanging on to or haven't processed or don't understand why we're feeling the way we are. And like I said, if you've ever dug a hole at the beach, we don't have to dig very deep to get to that emotion. But uh, I want to say it feels like we've been digging a lot, but maybe we haven't. Maybe we haven't tried very hard. And going towards it, we're just so depleted. We're fed up. We're annoyed. Maybe we've had a really long stretch and it's been really depleting and really down in our dumps. And we kind of got to that place and we're just riding that emotion out, which is a hard place to get out of at times, depending on what it's attached to. What else do we have here, Spirit? Knight of Cups reversed, fickle actions. This is not really sticking with it. Maybe it comes up and we get really upset and we try to navigate it, and then uh, it's just whatever. Like I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Or I've tried so many times and I can't see it, and that's a very frustrating place to be when we take that ownership of there's something wrong here, or I'm holding myself back, or I'm creating this experience because of X, Y, or Z, and I just want to see it. And that frustration, even that like drive, that effort when it pops up. Oh, I got a brief headache there for a second. Uh, it gets very frustrating. It's stressful, but we quit early, probably because we can't see it. We've tried it so many times and it's annoying. Now we got the moon, unveiled truths. Immediately I want to say, oh, wouldn't that be magical? That's all I want. It's all I want. I want to see it. I want to know it. What is it? Uh, Obviously, I've been in these spaces before and it's very annoying. But uh, how do we? Because clearly we can't, or we haven't been able to. This let go came through. Three of Pentacles, collaboration, going directly with your team, spirit, God, source, divine. And maybe we've tried that, but when we really go into those places, how often are we holding on to what we think it might be, where we were putting our energy or focusing on thinking that it's this, or maybe we think it's that and we don't want to let go of that because we're like justifying it in our mind somehow. When we go into that space and like I'm talking about meditating here now, or however we speak with spirit, uh, are we still kind of carrying something in there? Probability, yeah, we probably are, because it's what we think it is and we just need that proof. Maybe we can ask for some signs or some synchronicities. Just be blatant and be like, I really need to know the truth. Whatever it is, please make it in a way that I can't uh, prove it wrong. I can't justify that it's not it in my mind. What does that look like in your experience? And don't go attached to what we think it is, because it might not be what we think it is or what we're projecting it is. Just be like, just let it come through, please, that I see it, that I guaranteely see it. I can't miss it. I can't misunderstand it, because I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be stuck or in these emotions, whatever it may be. A Ten of Wands, overcommitment, is very annoying. It's depending on how it's affecting our life. When we really grab a hold of that, anything we do that we grab a hold of and we identify with, that has a ripple effect naturally. If it's a great experience, it's going to be great. If it's a negative experience, it's going to be negative. And this is really tarnishing our joy, our happiness, our ability to be uppity and have this flow in other aspects of our life, financial stability, relationships. Uh, yeah, we want to get out of this. All right, we got two. First one out was Three of Swords, heartbreak. Uh, whether with another, with self, with the situation in general, I kind of briefly talked about that feeling that it's like our emotions are connected to it. It's uncomfortable. It's not fun to be in here, and all we want to do is get out of it. I feel like we've been trying, but we just get defeated so quickly because it's just down that same path, that same hole, and there's nothing there, or it's just the same shit, but it doesn't change anything. Nothing's changing. The star reversed, lack of faith, really struggling with this in general, and I get it. Like I said, I've been there plenty of times before, especially when we are aware and we're in communication and all these things, and it's like, what is it? And there's a time that sometimes it's not supposed to be easy. And I don't mean that to say to take away hope, faith again, but there's something there more that, me, the idea before came of, digging in that sand and we don't have to dig very deep with the water. Well, maybe we're supposed to be digging somewhere else and it's really deep, like in a mountain. And that's why we could never see it, or we could never get there, because it's something we don't even know. We don't even see. We're not awoken to yet. And it's kind of when that puzzle piece comes together, it's like, holy shit, like, wow. So that's where we went with let's connect, however we do that, or ask for that very direct sign, and just be like very precise that absolutely don't allow me to be able to manipulate it or validate it somehow or justify something that would change the message. Make it very clear that I can't miss it. And whatever that looks like in your experience, whether visual or wording or a real message or a download or a dream or something that's going to be very clear that it can't be manipulated or modified or misunderstood. Two of Cups reversed, misalignment. Naturally, it would have something to do with that. Otherwise, we'd be flowing. We'd be free. We'd be going on some path in some direction. Things would be coming in, excuse me, very clearly. And we would be in a harmonious union with whatever it may be or whatever it is. Otherwise, then that the opposite of that is where we're at now. You know, we're not in it. One last card here. Eight of Cups reversed, clinging to the past. Naturally, we're all guilty of this. Not in a bad way. It's just the reasoning behind it. We're normally hanging on to something, whether that be that emotion, a past identity, a thought pattern, a belief, something that won't fit in the new, that doesn't belong there, and often we justify it. We don't even see it as a problem when the shadow's justifying or the ego's justifying it because it's been there all along. And that's kind of where that idea of digging in the mountain versus the sand came in, that we don't even, that never even crossed our mind type of deal. And when we get it, it's like, oh wow, the puzzle pieces come together now. So, you know, call on your team and ask for it however you want. Sometimes it's easier to ask the way I said, you know, make sure it's very clear that I can't justify this, I can't manipulate this, and I can't miss it. Like, it has to be so clear, and then release it. Forget about it, and it'll come through and we'll make sense of it. I'm going to leave this here. If this resonates, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.